Hey everyone, it's Julian from Digital Trends, and I'm here with Google's Pixel smartphone. They're the first phones Google is saying is made by Google. It's manufactured by HTC, but Google is right in saying that it's made by Google because Google has designed the parts, and HTC is simply the manufacturer of those parts. Before the Nexus program, HTC just made the phone and Google slapped on the Android software. This new phone allows for much better hardware and software optimization, which basically means that you're getting one of the best experiences of Android, and it is true because this is one of the fastest and smoothest experiences of Android we have ever seen yet. But as you can see, it looks slightly different than regular Nexus phones. There's a new Pixel launcher, which you can just swipe up to bring your apps. Google Now is still here, and this is sort of a different and unique look. It's black notification bar with blue pixel accented colors, and as you can see here, you can access more tiles, and there's a settings axis right here. So you can jump into settings right here, and of course you can see there's support, which is also a Pixel exclusive feature where you have 24/7 support in case you have anything wrong with your phone, and you can even share your screen so that they can properly tell you what's going on and how to fix your phone if you have any issues. But there are a few Pixel exclusive features like I just showed you. One of them is also Google Assistant, which you access by pressing holding the home button. You can see there's a little neat animation right here, and the navigation buttons are also different if you can't tell. But you just have to press and hold, and basically it acts like Google Now, but it's an AI assistant, so it gets better as you talk to it, and it can basically just do anything for you, like are there any events nearby?
Here's what I found.
Show me things to do.
Attractions in Brooklyn include Coney Island, Prospect Park, and others.
What's the weather?
It's 62 degrees Fahrenheit and mostly cloudy there right now. It'll be partly cloudy there today with a forecasted high of 72 and a low of 62.
And you can also access it anywhere by just saying okay Google, and it's pretty handy. It's not dissimilar from what you can do with voice search on Google Now. There aren't a lot of features that were promised before, like third-party integration isn't implemented, so you can't use it to order an Uber yet, but that's coming. So Assistant will just get better and more powerful as we go along. The Assistant feature is Pixel exclusive for now. Google is still exploring ways to bring it to Nexus phones, but it's unlikely that they will. But if they do, that's great. They want to get Assistant to as many devices as they can. And there's also 3D touch-like features. It's called Quick Actions, I believe. You just press and hold on certain apps to get quick activities instead of just jumping straight into the app in general. But these right now are only available for Google apps. Developers will be able to add their own for their own apps, so you will have a wide range of things you can quickly jump into. Like for Facebook, for example, if you press and hold, a developer can quickly let you jump into writing a post. So there's also Wallpaper Picker, which is slightly more, gives you more options and looks a lot better than what it used to be. And some of the nice features are like Live Earth, which give you sort of live-like photos. If you can see right here, the wallpaper just moved, which is pretty neat. For the device itself, there's USB Type-C charger on the bottom with speakers one single speaker at the bottom. The power button is a little pattern on the side. Chamfered edges around it, and of course here you can see a unique two-tone look with the glass at the top and metal at the bottom. I kind of like it. It's nice, and you can see a large fingerprint sensor and the camera, and of course headphone jack. So the neat thing about the camera is that Google said it was rebuilt from the ground up, and it's pretty true. It's one of the fastest cameras we've experienced with Android. As you can see here, photos just take really fast, and Those aren't HDR with HDR plus. The ones with HDR plus take a few, like it takes a second I think to process. Well, it takes a second to take, and it processes pretty quickly. Much faster than it was on the Nexus 6P. But the photos are pretty good, pretty great in low light as well. Again, there's also a few camera specific features that you'll get only on the Pixel, like you know, the ability to change white balance, and you can see right here on the edge there's an odd manual exposure thing that you can change to increase brightness. And Google is also letting you store all your full resolution of the photos to Google Photos for free for Pixel owners. This is different because you can actually do that right now in Google Photos, except it will eat up your Google account storage. So if you only had 16 gigs, you know, you'd be using up all that storage. But for Pixel owners, that's just, you know, being stored for free, and you're not using up any of your storage. The problem is the price is $650 for the 32 gig version of this phone, which is kind of pricey. You know, it's pricing directly with the iPhone 7 and other iPhone devices and Samsung's phones. So Google is aiming for the high-end market, but there's device financing, and it comes unlocked, so you can work it can work on every carrier. But you know, it's only it depends on if you think this is worth you know, the bump in price compared to previous Nexus devices. So far, we think we do. It's really fast and sort of hard to explain without having someone actually using the phone to see the difference in performance. We actually haven't experienced any lag or any issues really so far, except for the battery. The battery on this phone isn't that great. It's not as bad as I thought, but it's coming from a Nexus 5X, which has a similar sized battery. It's it's much better than the Nexus 5X, but it's not going to last you an entire day if you're using it a lot. The standby time is great, but when you're using it a little bit, you're probably going to come at, you know, reach zero by 6 or 7 o'clock. That's with medium to high usage, I think. Again, that's going to vary by you and what apps you have installed, but I have found an issue where I see Google Photos, even when I haven't opened it, is just draining the battery. So I don't know if that's a bug. I reached out to Google and they said they're looking into it, but you know, if they fix that, I'll add that in the review, and hopefully the battery can be improved a little, but it's hard to tell. So we've only had the phone for a few days, so we can't give a full you know, account of how the battery is on the Pixel. But this is the Pixel made by Google. It comes in black, white, and an electric blue. Thanks for watching.